Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am PJ. SK and I are taking care of a little homestead while some other Shofarians are on a family vacation. And I got permission, and I thought I would give you a little look around what they've done with the place. People like that. But before we do that, we must cue the intro. Dun, 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 dun. That's probably not the right music. I need like bluegrass music, but I can't fake that. Here we go. Ready? What? What? Oh? That's right. You can now get your very own copy of Homestead Hints by the one, the only SK Fox. Okay, of course I'm biased. She is my wife. This is a great book. If you are thinking, and many of you are, and if you're not already doing it, you should be thinking about homesteading in one form or another, you need this book. She writes better than I do. And this book, I'll be honest with you. When it came out, because I didn't read it while she was writing it. And when it came out, I was like, yeah, whatever, I started reading it. It's really good. It is a good book. There's a lot in here. I'm going to go through the table of contents for you before you start homesteading. So before you even think about doing something like this, there are things you need to consider. She talks about the land, finding land, assessing land, figuring out if it has what you're going to need, that kind of thing. Your little slice of heaven, getting into details on what you're going to need to make a homestead work, the cheapest homesteading options. And we know a couple, but she talks about that. Moving, a lot of people just picture themselves, I live here now, I'm going to be living there, and my little, cover like that, or cover like Mother Earth News or something. You got to get there. And so she covers that stuff. Gardening, a way to organize your homesteading life. Somewhere in there, and it might be there, she has a list of rounds, like things you do every day, things you do every week, things you do every month, every year, that kind of thing, to help organize how you do things. Food basics for the homesteader. Machines versus manpower, vehicles extra, and finally, because Americans love lists, there are 25 homestead hints at the back of the book. This is a good book. It is available now at Barnes and Noble. Just barnesandnoble.com or something like that. You'll find it. Homestead Hints by SK Fox. Check it out. Get yourself a copy while you can. I do like this book. All right, without further ado, this is a homestead here on Shofar Mountain, or part of the Greater Homestead, or whatever you want. It was carved out of that right there, mostly by one man, no machinery. Oh, that's not true. We used Jack to move a couple big logs, and I don't even think we dug the rocks out. All of these rocks. Have you heard that we have rocks here at Shofar Mountain? All of these rocks, the brother pulled out by hand on this just little space right here, dug them out by hand, moved them by hand, and actually most of those rocks have been moved at least 2 times. And this is not his final wall. I was talking to him about it. He's like, oh no, I'm just putting them in there for now. So there's that. There's a greenhouse right here. I'm going to show you that. I'm actually here to check on the plants and water them. I'll give you the overview, and then we'll go look at the greenhouse. This is one of those shed tiny house things. We're not going in their home. And I don't know how big it is. It looks like it's about 12 by 20, maybe. Insulated kitchenette in there, bedroom, loft, little sitting area, that kind of thing is in there. They're not done yet. They have a wood stove that they're going to install in it. That's not done yet. It's running on solar right back here. Look at this work. Oh, and this guy is not like some 35-year-old CrossFitter either. He's doing the work. The solar was set using this log as a backstop, but he decided to move it because he wants more space. And so for right now, it's just leaning up against the wood pile. That's not permanent. And then here's just wood that's been cleared out of here, out of the area. I love the grape. Is it an arbor trellis? So some of these grapes were already growing here. They're muscadines for those who are particular, and he just redirected them over to this trellis that he built out of cedar trees on the land. And cedar holds up really well to rot and that kind of thing. And so he built this trellis, and then he also has grapes in pots that he brought out here that he's training to the trellis right now. This is gonna be the water system right here. Gutters down to IBC totes. You guys know that deal. This is the back porch for now. Gonna build a permanent roof and a screened-in porch back here. This is the shower facility right there. Stored water, more wood and things back there. That's going to be a water system that the gutters are hooked up to eventually. Let's go out here. Oh, he's also, because the man is doing most of the work, most of the physical work here, he's cleared a lot of that woods right behind here, and he has a path going that way and that kind of thing. Let's see, over here, fruit trees. I think he's going to put the fruit trees in right there. Okay, before we go in there, see, all kinds of plants back there, blueberries, some kind of berry called a honeyberry. It's like kind of like a blueberry. These haven't gone in yet. Just getting ready. He kept them this winter in this greenhouse. Poof, poof. Wow. All right. This is a, I think they call it a 10 by 25 greenhouse. We like it so much. I have one coming for SK for anniversary, which we'll do a video on that later. All right, let's go inside, shall we? Let me close this. All right, we gotta come in this way. All right, so this is the greenhouse for now. He has reinforced it with some extra like PVC pipe ribs. We had a pretty big snow here and this held up. Garlics, I don't know. Onions, all manner of plants. Wow, he has water in here already. I brought water up to water. Most of these things he's going to transplant. He's just keeping them in here for now. Another good thing about the greenhouse is it keeps bugs out and insects and that kind of thing. I would lie if I told you I knew what all these plants were. I don't. But this was really warm this winter in here. And we've talked about doing something like with a really tiny wood stove or something with like a thermal mass around it that you fire up in the afternoon and it keeps emitting at night kind of thing. But yeah, so this is what one family did. And they didn't do it all at once. Little bit at a time. There is a lot of sweat equity in this place. And I think it is within the capabilities of many Americans to do something like this. If you already have land and you already have your homestead going, maybe you could allow somebody else to do something like this on your property. Start building tribes, start building, family, crew, whatever. But people see what's coming, and people are taking steps to get ready for it. I hope that you're one of them. I hope you start working on your own little slice of heaven. I really do. All right, I will see you out there.